What if I told you that the Meta CEO wears simple gray t-shirts only to squander hundreds of millions on properties? In over 10 years of making a fortune from social media, the name Mark Elliott Zuckerberg now sits comfortably on the list of the world's richest people. In fact, according to Forbes, in 2023, his net worth is about $99.9 billion. You may be wondering what he actually does with all that money. Well, don't be deceived by his t-shirts and shorts because, as frugal as he is, he has a collection of really expensive properties that will make your jaw drop. You won't see them coming. Trust me. Welcome to GDaddy, the home of everything luxury. Join us as we explore 10 of Mark Zuckerberg's most expensive properties. But before we begin, kindly subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get to know when a video drops. Now, let's get into it. Countless times, the billionaire CEO has been spotted in really cheap cars that even an average person can comfortably afford. I mean, you can imagine a billionaire driving cars like the $30,000 Acura TSX, Volkswagen MK6 GTI, Infiniti G sedan, and even a $20,000 Honda Fit. With these cars, Zuck painted himself as someone who has no interest in luxurious cars. Nevertheless, his taste for comfort and luxury became visible when he forked out $1.4 million to get himself a Pagani Huayra, an Italian travel beast that is powered by twin-turbo engines producing 720 horsepower. It even has butterfly-style doors to add to the aesthetics. It is safe to say that this car is the king of Zuck's garage because it definitely stands out. Another interesting thing that Mark Zuckerberg spends a fortune on is the Gulfstream G650ER, an aircraft that is the companion of every billionaire. I mean, its comfortability, reliability, and speed have captured the heart of many, and it's owned by most of the big names. Mark uses this private jet for his personal travels, and it costs him an estimated amount of about $2.3 million each year. This seems like a worthy investment for an international celebrity like him. At least he can travel at his own comfort and convenience, and he won't have to be bothered by the insecurities of traveling with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Being a billionaire doesn't come without its dangers. One of them is being in some people's bad books and having to guard against unpleasant circumstances. For example, Zuckerberg has had to face several backlash and lawsuits from his neighbors who claim to be disturbed by his activities. I mean, you can imagine some people raising eyebrows because he chose to renovate his own home. So for him, his wife, and 2 girls, security isn't one of those things that can be left to chance. This is why he spends millions so that he can be able to sleep with both eyes closed. As a matter of fact, he coughs out a whopping $10 million every year, all for security. This may seem like a lot, but for the sake of his well-being, his family, and his properties, this investment is highly necessary. One of Zuck's astonishingly pricey possessions is his estate in San Francisco, which includes a 4-bedroom house in a really peaceful suburb. The house sits on about 7,368 square feet of living space, and it cost him about $9.9 million in the purchase. But the house has an estimated value of $11.83 million after Mark spent millions on makeovers and remodification. However, in a turn of events that is kind of fortunate, he later sold the property for $31 million following outbursts from his neighbors. That's some huge profit. One piece of attractive real estate in Zuckerberg's possession is this eye-widening paradise located in Palo Alto, California. The estate, which now spans about 20,000 square feet, started in 2011 as an ancient 1928 house that he bought for $7 million. The main house sits on about 5,380 square feet and includes 5 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms thoroughly floored with oak. The most interesting part of this home is Jarvis, an artificially intelligent home assistant that Zuckerberg invested millions of dollars in. Amidst other roles he plays in the house, he helps his daughter with Mandarin lessons and also identifies visitors from afar. This dreamland that Mark calls home is now worth a whopping $51 million and has a new star-studded R&D kitchen, a huge wine cellar, cool saltwater pools, a beautiful sunroom, and a fully furnished spa. What if I told you that Zuck has even more expensive properties that span into billions? Just keep watching this video and the next discoveries will definitely blow your mind. Early in 2019, Zuckerberg added some cherries to his real estate cake, and this time he got himself holiday homes by the lakeside of Tahoe, California. This property, which includes 2 side-by-side lake houses as well as docks and piers, oozes perfect serenity as it gives a reading view of the lake. The 2 mansions, called Carousel Estate and Brushwood Estate, cost him a whopping $59 million in purchase, after which he has splashed more millions on renovating the ancient homes. The Carousel Lake Estate, which is the smaller of the 2, was built in the 1930s. It has 12 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, and an outdoor area that gives a beautiful view of the lake. The Brushwood Estate, on the other hand, is a true representation of its name. It was built from dark woods in the 1920s with a rustic design. It has 8 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, and a game room. This property is obviously perfect for family vacations and getaways, and it is also an ideal show of Zuck's taste for comfort and luxury. Like other billionaires in his class, Mark didn't isolate himself from the yacht gang. He joined the club when he splashed a whopping $150 million on Ulysses, a yacht he bought from a Norwegian billionaire. I mean, every billionaire splurges millions on these aquatic soulmates, so why should he be any different? Ulysses is 350 feet long, and it is his personal cruise ship. It has a helicopter hangar, a pool, and 15 fully furnished apartments. These apartments include luxurious master suites, a wine cellar, a movie theater, and a gaming area. Without mincing words, Ulysses is a 5-star hotel floating on water. In 2014, Mark forked out about $116 million to buy about 700 acres of land in Kauai, an island in Hawaii, a purchase which includes some part of the Pala'a Beach in the Kauahana plantation. The properties now estimate about $189 million of real estate after Zuck spent more million to acquire more lands. Though Zuck bought this property majorly for family vacations, he and his wife Priscilla Chan have decided to set a good example by promoting plant and wildlife conservation as well as sustainable agriculture through the Kanawha plantation. Being one of the most influential people in the world, Zuckerberg will definitely be able to make a change in the process. Alongside his wife Chan, Zuckerberg built a company that offers solutions in the field of biology. Built for the main purpose of finding treatments for infectious diseases through proper research, the Chan-Zuckerberg BioHub is worth a whopping $600 million, and it has united some world-renowned scientists. The goal of the organization is to make it easier for researchers in medicine, science, and engineering from Stanford University, the University of California, Berkeley, and the University of California, San Francisco to work together. In December 2021, Zuckerberg and his wife announced an additional $1 billion in funding to develop a network of biohubs to pursue their aim of more extensive study on scientific challenges over the course of 10 to 15 years. In 2015, Zuck pledged to donate a whole 99% of his wealth in his lifetime. Crazy, right? This pledge and desire to be of help to the world gave rise to the Chan-Zuckerberg Initiative, which he also built with his wife Priscilla Chan. So far, Zuckerberg has given out a staggering $12 billion under this initiative for the purpose of funding children's education as well as supporting engineering research projects. So now you know that Mark Zuckerberg doesn't wear gray t-shirts and shorts for nothing. He actually uses his wealth for a good cause, even as he lives in a world of maximum comfort and luxury. What do you think about these myriads of properties? Share your thoughts in the comments below.